Hi, I am joined with Kia Harder, a member service officer for Synergy Credit Union. And thank you for coming in today. We appreciate you coming by. Today's topic, we're kind of talking about something, an interesting topic about getting kids involved and when to kind of start that process. So my first question to you basically is, when is the right time to get kids involved in talking about money and things like that?
Well, every child is different.
Yeah.
Parents are going to know their own children, students, that kind of stuff. Some people say as soon as they can start to count.
Okay.
Others say wait until they can kind of grasp the general concept of money and that kind of stuff. So,
yeah, because it can be a daunting task. And so I guess, how do you approach that topic? Like, how do you get that started and sit down and talk to them about that so they kind of understand it? You kind of have to, like,
I think that's the key
basic,
too, is start simple. Something that just happened to me the other day, my 9-year-old jumped into the front seat of the car and said, holy, we're rich. We've got so much money, looking at the money in the cup holder. And the question you could respond with would be, well, what is rich to you? Like, how much money do you think that is? And kind of work off of there. If we were headed to the grocery store, that's a great place to work on that. Comparing prices with the items that you're purchasing. Fruit snacks, $2 for $2 each, or $3 for $5. Explaining why that's a deal and why that's good. The key is to talk about it. A lot of parents don't like to talk about it or don't think that their children will understand, and they have a better handle on things than I think we give them credit for. So
absolutely.
Yeah, be honest and start simple.
Yeah, just keep things basic, put it into your normal everyday conversation.
Yep, exactly.
Absolutely. And so when you're approaching opening accounts for kids, how do you go about that process and what does that look like?
Well, every financial institution is going to be different. At Synergy, what we've chosen to do is we prefer the parents to open up the account. So you would open up an account, a savings account maybe, and use that for your child's savings. And then once they turn the certain age that we would like, typically we like them to be able to at least sign the documents. Then we can transfer the funds into that account. When we do something like that, we would then have the parents sign a kind of like an indemnification form. And what that does is it holds the parents responsible for the activity that's going through the account until they are no longer a minor. It's just a better way to keep things safe. And going back to why it's important, have the kids keep putting their allowance into there and then having them tell you what they want to spend their money on. Saving up for a new Lego kit or the things that they want when you're going to the store. Then they're learning the value of the money that they've put into their own bank account.
Absolutely.
And learning how to use it that way.
For sure, yeah, and it gives them the idea of what saving up for something looks like, things like that. And why is it a good idea to open that account? Why is that something that is an important step?
Right. Well, it's better than keeping your money under your mattress at home. At Synergy, your deposits are guaranteed. Doesn't matter how big or how small. If they're putting $5 in a week, that money is guaranteed. And then it's just a good way to get them started when they're getting those statements and they're seeing the debits and credits going in. Money is a great way for them to learn the basics of math as well. So just a good idea to get started, get the ball rolling on them learning about everything, even when they're back in school or into school and stuff like that.
For sure, absolutely. Well, that is the time we have for this segment. We'll dive a little bit more into this later on in the hour, and we'll continue this conversation then.